Now this isn't something wrong with the film, but it still seems like they have stolen the plot elements from any Final Fantasy game. A young person has a traumatic past, goes on a journey, meets new people, the world nearly ends, all sorted. Take a Final Fantasy game, it's there. But I actually like that. It's not actually anything wrong with the film, but what is? Well, join me, Berryman, as I discuss 10 things wrong with Raya and the Last Dragon. Raya and the Last Dragon is a 2021 American computer animated fantasy action film produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios, and it's the 59th animated feature film from them. The film depicts a warrior princess who sought for the fabled Last Dragon with hopes of restoring the dragon gem that will banish the evil spirits and save the world. When the film was released, it did receive largely positive reviews from critics who praised things from the animation to the visuals. However, there was criticism in regards to its voice cast, and I will come on to that. So let's have a chat as we discuss 10 things wrong with Raya and the Last Dragon. Number 10. Live action. Yes, I know it's not a live action film, and that is the problem. Let's face it, Disney does have a problem when it comes to Disney live action films. Now, they've got their big franchises like the MCU or Star Wars, fantastic. But when it comes to an original Disney live action film, they're a little bit lacking. Now, this film, as great as the animation was in this film, did literally scream out, we should be live action. I mean, let's face it, the fight sequences in this film were absolutely amazing. But what would have made it better? Having it live action, 2 actors trying to do these moves, it would have been brilliant. I think it would have actually enhanced this film so much more, and if it was live action. That's my personal opinion. The rest of my family disagree with me, but I don't care, it's my video. But yeah, I stand by that. I reckon this film could have been that little bit better if it was live action. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Number 9. Songs. Now, it's not a given that a Disney animated film has songs in it. However, if you look at the statistics, majority of them do have songs in, and only a few minority don't have songs in. And what makes it even better is the films with the songs are some of the highest rated films ever, and some of the Disney animated films without songs are some of the worst ever. Looking at you, Home on the Range. But that being said, this film was a good film. It is one of the better films, but I don't know, it didn't need the songs, but it's a Disney animated film, and I just think it needs the songs. Especially as one of my criticism of Frozen 2, the previous animated film before this one, was there was too many songs in that one. What did they do? Steal some of the songs from this film and put them in that one? I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe this is the old cynic in me, but when I watch a Disney animated film, I want a couple of songs in the film. Number 8. Disney Princess. So Raya is officially a Disney princess. I think she was the 13th Disney princess ever, which is great. It also shows Disney's commitment to diversity. Fantastic. That is not the problem with the Disney princesses. It was the fact that Namaari is not an official Disney princess, even though she is a princess. Now, granted, she is portrayed as a bit of the bad guy throughout the film. She's portrayed as a villain, but at the end of the film, she has a redemption arc. She's a good guy. She is the one that saves the day. She's the one that will take all the credit. Why is Namaari not a Disney princess? I'm all for Raya being a Disney princess, but Namaari should be one as well. She is a definition of a Disney princess. Number 7. Casting controversy. Now, I do love a good controversy, and this film was full of it. Now, I said in the intro, one of the biggest criticisms was its casting controversies, its criticism of who they used as the voice actors. Majority of the cast are East Asian. the majority of the film is based on Southeast Asian culture. There wasn't hardly any, there was some, but hardly any Southeastern Asian actors in this film, and that is where the controversy comes from. I didn't quite fully understand it myself, but it was something that was a big red flag over a Disney film. Not something you actually want with a Disney film is a big red flag, but still, it didn't go down well with certain members of the community out there. Number 6, Tok Tok Stairs. So essentially, Tok Tok is a giant woodlice. And it makes me wonder, does John Joe like this film because he has an immense fear of woodlice? I'd love to sit down and watch him with this film because he'd be cowering in a corner. But onto what I actually mean. Now, throughout the film, Tok Tok is a great big woodlice, it's fine. At the very beginning of this film, he's a tiny little thing that somehow gets upstairs. How? How does he actually get up the stairs? Does he climb up? But if he climbs up, he's very fast at climbing up because he manages to keep up with Raya and Namari as they're going to see the dragon orb. He's kept up all them stairs, no problem whatsoever. How? They've missed something here. Either he can't do it because they did show him struggling, or he can do it. You tell me, but don't make me disbelieve a Disney film. Number 5, security. I'm starting to think that this is becoming a very regular feature on my videos. But yeah, a Disney film with poor security. Actually, any film has poor security lately, and I don't understand why. In fact, out of all of them, this is the most stupidest. Now, granted, they won't have security cameras or anything like that because it's set like prehistoric medieval times, so technology isn't around for that. But what it is lacking is guards. Now, you have just invited 5 of your neighbours who are all enemies. They're all trying to kill you and steal what you have. So how many guards do you place around this very precious orb? Not one. Not a single guard. You were begging for it to be stolen, really. Number 4, statues. Okay, I'm going to cheat on this because this is a bit of a 2-for-1. But when the humans turn into statues, they have a few seconds. They can put themselves in any pose they want. So why are they all praying after they've been killed? If they were like, if it was instantaneous, I'd understand. You'll be praying saying, please don't kill me. But you're already dead. And then they all go into that prayer chance. Except right at the end of the film, when Raya's friends are all being turned to stone, they all cuddle up to each other, except for Raya. Raya is the only one that does the prayer. Everyone else cuddles up to Raya's statue. Now, same again, this doesn't make sense. If they're compelled to all pray, why didn't the new ones actually, at the end of the film, pray? Now, what makes them pray? Why are they all going into the same pose? Why are they not like, oh, I'm dying, or have like some stupid pose? You can imagine what it would be like if it was in Family Guy. You have Peter Griffin pulling his pants down doing a moonie. And there's not one person in this film that would do that. Even though that's probably something I would do. But it just doesn't really make much sense. It's not explained. It's one of the few things that this film doesn't explain. Number 3, modern talk. Now, we've already said that this film is set in the past, so there's not that much modern technology, but yet there's a lot of modern speak, especially from Sisu the dragon. Now, I sort of get they were trying to copy the genie from Aladdin. That worked in that, but hey, that's Robin Williams. What can you do to stop Robin Williams? The actress playing Sisu is not Robin Williams. They can say no, stick to the script quite easily. So this tells me these were written into the script, like high school grading. That wouldn't have been around. They don't have a high school in this film. They're taught by their parents, end of. It doesn't really make sense of why there's a lot of modern speak. Basic speak, yes. A little bit of language from then, understandable. Modern slang doesn't really flow, not with the style of the film. Number 2, why? So this is just going on that the main character is not actually that intelligent. Let me explain. So she's going to a place called Talon, which she knows is full of thieves, con artists and everything. So much so, she's not actually that surprised when she's conned by a cute baby. The issue is, you know what this place is like. So why are you taking these dragon gems with you? You know people are going to try and pickpocket you. These are the most valuable things you own. Leave them on the boat. Now, granted, you don't fully trust the crew on the boat, but at least that's the enemy you know. Or am I just being too nitpicky this week? Number 1, dragon power. So it's made quite clear early on that dragons have a particular special power. Sisu's is swimming. Now, as the film progresses, every time they get one of the dragon gems, she has another power taken from one of her siblings. That's fine, I have no issue with that. Except right at the end of the film, when all the dragons come back to life, they all have the same powers. It's not this power is unique to this dragon or this power is unique to this dragon. It doesn't flow on what Sisu said. It doesn't actually flow on with the main bulk of this story of Sisu getting all these powers, because they can all do it. Why? Doesn't actually make that much sense. Final thoughts. So what do I actually think of this film? Well, as you may have noticed, a lot of the stuff that I've picked up on are behind the scenes, and the stuff about the film I have been ultra nitpicky. This goes with my philosophy, there's no such thing as a perfect film, yet Disney, in their credit, have given it a bloody good shot of trying to make a perfect film, because this took the combined efforts of me and my family to get these 10 things. Kudos to Disney. There is so much right about this film. It is the animation. I know I said I wish it was a live action film. I maintain that, but I'm not going to take away from the animation, because the animation was absolutely beautiful. The story was compelling. It kept you hooked. It kept you motivated. And the best thing is about this film, it was emotionally investing. I am a heartless person, and yet at the end I am fighting back the tears of this film. That's how good this is. The characters were amazing. Absolutely. You got drawn in. You actually even got drawn in on the bad guys in Nimari's story as well. That's how good the writing in this is. It's just beautiful, brilliant, well told, well casted, well acted, perfect to a T, Damn it, Disney, you got me to say it. I mean, there's not actually that much wrong with this film. It's a brilliant film to sit down and actually watch with your family. And the best thing about this, and I've said this on previous videos, this film does have that Disney magic, that Disney spark, which only Disney can do, and they brought it out in this film. Strangely enough, when I did my review from Frozen 2, I said that I was praying that this film was going to be a much more improvement. Looks like Disney actually watched my videos, because I got my wish. There's not much I can say wrong about this film. If you've not seen this film, watch it. It's on Disney Plus. Everyone nowadays has Disney Plus. Go and watch it. It's a great film to watch with your family. I can't say anything much more about this film. I am going to knock it very incy-wincy slightly, so to give it a 9 out of 10 berries. I don't know why, there's just something that's stopping me giving it a 10, that I do think it's just not quite there. But other than that, Disney have given it a fair whack. I love this film. It is brilliant, and I enjoyed it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's my opinion, that's my thoughts, and I appreciate you getting to the end of this video and actually with me. On to next week. Now, I made a boo-boo a couple of weeks ago where I said that you had to say Candyman's name 3 times. It turned out when I watched this film, I was wrong. You had to say it 5 times. I actually said that in my Candyman video. However, the bad guy that you do say the names 3 times, everyone's saying, well, we were expecting that film. So as an apology, that film will be coming next week. If you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about because I'm babbling, come back next Sunday and find out. Take care. Bye-bye.